Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Aurora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 93, and the 16th day as a Dragoon for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn. And if this scene looks exactly familiar as it did yesterday, that's because we successfully completed the challenge from the last challenge from day 91, but chose not to continue on with the main story for day 92. Yesterday, we went to the last place where you can kill enemies to complete the hunting log for the Grand Company that you're involved in, the Wanderer's Palace. And we did so, albeit under the circumstances of having to deal with a really annoying tank. And yeah, so he pretty much took me out of my game by criticizing everything that I was doing. So at least we were able to accomplish what we were able to do there. So now, with that taken care of, we can focus back on the main storyline. So let's speak with Lady Minfilia and continue on with the main story. So let's take on the level 49 challenge entitled Operation Archon. Minfilia would brief you on the Eorzean Alliance's planned counteroffensive against the Empire. And it looks like Alphinaud is going to have some information to provide us, which would not surprise me, because, yeah, he's definitely been a consistent presence in this journey. Especially after members of the Sons of the Seventh Dawn were kidnapped. So, yeah, I guess Alphinaud is going to gather everyone around, along with Cid and Minfilia. All present? Then let us begin. Ready when you are, Lady Minfilia. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counter-offensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. So what are we looking at? Well, other than a map, obviously. The final instructions you will receive at each staging point. So let's see what we're going to do. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. And as you can see from the map, for those of you who are not aware, as you can see, Limsa Lominsa is an island to itself. It does not share a land border with Ul'dah or Gridania. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Valbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridianum to the north, and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. Yeah, and two of these places you cannot actually get to by the any regular means. In fact, you can't even reach these two places at all. Castrum Oriens and Castrum Marinum are not accessible in the game. And finally, in Mordona stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Raitaten Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Edie, we would have you lead this assault. Raitatin is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridian's primary lines of supply. As soon as Raitatin's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Lominsin Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to block Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them! Phrixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones! I'm sure he has. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, and another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Edie, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution! The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castra is capacious enough to transport a small army by all accounts. It is well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Edie's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. Like that, apparently. But of course, we have to pull it off. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. Well, now that we know what we gotta do, in addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the Pirates of Limsa to the Monitarists of Uldar. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1, and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavour has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies. Ida, Populimo, Ishtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Uldar. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Totaru, please assist Urianger in any way that you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Getting a thumbs up. Minfilia, Sid and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphinaud mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. You got it, Lady Minfilia. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. What, I don't get to put a thumbs up or celebrate or cheer or anything like anyone else is doing? Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you're ready to be briefed on your first mission. Alright. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Very well, Lady Minfilia. So, now we're really starting to get into the heart of the matter. Now able to put up a powerful force that can hopefully stand up against the Guardian Empire, we can now begin to make our advance. So, let's not waste any time and get right to it. So the first part of our responsibilities will take us north, as Lady Minfilia has mentioned already, out of Vesper Bay, and actually not all that far, to be honest. Because the location we need to go to is actually pretty close by. Cape Westwind is not that far of a journey. But we will have to get through some defenses in order to reach the... Rytaten, the first of the generals of the Guardian Empire that are standing in our way. So let us hope that we can hold our own. Alright, away we go. As you can see, the icon to go where we need to go, not that far. Let's mount on my chocobo and ride. So yeah, I've never actually shown this particular spot, but this is where we need to go. And so it's in the footfalls, and Cape Westwind, which is where we need to do the attack, is right there in the background. That is where we need to ultimately reach. So let's speak with the Allied Communications Officer. You are welcome, EDSS of the Scions. As Communications Officer, it falls to me to issue you your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Prefectus Rytaten Sarsavina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Guardian menace. I shall pray for your success. And for those of you wondering, he's actually representing the Order of the Twin Adder, which is why he gave us the salute of the Order of the Twin Adder. In fact, I want to take a look at his outfit a little more. So, yeah, it's a little more elaborately designed than most other outfits worn by Grand Company soldiers, but we will go ahead and move on. Let's bust through the gates. And we're not even going to bother with the bloated bogies because they're not my concern. My main focus is to get over to Cape Westwind, and I will need to make it a point to implement the use of a Geisel Green before we go in, because as I mentioned before, we will have to fight our way through to where the point is that we need to go to in order to get our fight with Rytaten. So where we want to go is actually going to be past through this point, and I believe we want to start climbing. And you do not often see the presence of the Guardian Empire outside of their own fortresses, but in this case it is an exception. Let's speak with Lieutenant Adalbert of the Immortal Flames. And find out, well, I know what we need to do, but we need to make it official through the Lieutenant. So let's go ahead and talk to him and see what he wants us to say. So, your EDSS, the fearless adventurer who's to lead the assault. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends reported that Rytaten Sarsavina departed Castrum Occidens Belago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I have dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Let's hope they give us the proper information. Ah, someone who stole Ida's mask, huh? Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Outline 1. Target has not been sighted. That's not good. This is not line 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. At line 3 here, oh, that's a Lalafell. At line 3 here, we've got nothing for you neither. This is at line 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait, disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Well, I guess we know that he has arrived. Attention all units. This is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotta. The first step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. It is no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. And so back to their posts. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give your people a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Edie, and bring us Raitotin's head. May Ralgar grant you strength. I'll take the guy out, but I don't specialize in decapitation. Commence diversionary maneuvers. And so now, while that's going on, let us prepare to make our way inside of the Cape Westwind. So we have to examine the gate barring entry to the innermost part of the cape. Alright, so we want to go to the highest point possible. And yeah, there's the first line of defense. So let's go ahead. Hold on, I want to see... Okay, more of it is further in the map. Okay. So let's go ahead and use a Geisel Green to summon my Chocobo. With him out in the party, let's go ahead and start our assault. And go! Yes, hello there, how are you? Don't mind me, I've just come to lay waste to you and to the members of the Guardian Empire who are here at Cape Westwind in order to get my hands on Raitotin. Oh, you're down. First line of defense breached, now we continue. So yeah, we'll also have to deal with these guys. 4th Cohort Vanguards. And watch out for their special abilities, as those things can be quite devastating. Bring it on, you fool. I got an ally that you can't defeat. And so, we'll just continue on here. Yeah, they definitely have been stretched thin. I mean, look how little we have to fight. Into the air and a go. Into the air and a go. Are you gonna try and overpower me? I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that. Yeah, we're gonna give you a phlebotomize and then we're gonna make you really suffer. You're down. Right, next line of defense. Another Equus. A duel of the lances. Yeah, no point in you using that maneuver, because, you know, though it may have made you stronger, you can't compare to me. You can take that to the bank. Even though now that you're dead, all your money will have to be withdrawn. Alright, Hoplomachus, you're next. Boom! Yeah, take you on, take you out. Okay, I thought I had the chain going, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, that's fine. Because you're dead soon anyway. And now it's official. Alright, so now 2 more enemies. I won't worry about the Vanguard unless it actually comes my way, but I think we're safe. Oh, paralysis, huh? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm doing the slide move on you. Alright, so now it's Secutor, who we're gonna nail from behind. Yeah, I hit you from behind, haha. So let's go ahead and, yeah, you may be moving faster, but you're not gonna hit me any harder. And that will prove to be your downfall. You're dead. Next. Another Equus. Let's go ahead and rip you up. Yeah, how dare you pick on my Chocobo? If you want to get through my Chocobo, you have to get through me first. And because of that, you died. Alright, now it gets a little trickier. Now we have another Hoplomachus, plus there is a mechanical vanguard off over there, which means we could very well get attacked by it if it decides to come this direction. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Yeah, what a pointless waste of your haste move. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have to get through it no matter which side I go. I have to get through it no matter which side I go, so might as well pick a side and just stick with it. I'm gonna avoid that. Let's hit you for the Dragonfire died. Yeah, you can't stand up to me or my Chocobo. You're dead. Alright, next. Oh, let's take... Oh, we're gonna get double teamed here. Let's go ahead and be as fast as we can. Okay. Look out from the impending danger. You're dead. Next. And let's hope that Vanguard doesn't come my way. That would suck if it did. Alright, now that we got the phlebotomize on you, now you can die a slow, painful death. Which is accelerated for no reason. But yeah, here we are. Here's the destination. Let's go ahead and interact with it. And now we can access the battle against Raitaten here at Cape Westwind. I did not see the map that, or the thing that said that we have uncovered all the map for Western Fenland. What did I miss? Oh, quite a lot, actually. Well, you know what? I'm maxed out at level 50, so it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna take a quick time out while we're waiting for the battle against Raitaten to begin. And then we will go ahead and take him on and try and take him down, so be back in a moment. Yes, we have 8! Alright, here we go. Finally got Cape Westwind to start after nearly an hour. Yeah, that's how long it took. So, there I am, and there is Raitaten, the Gabranth of A Realm Reborn.
It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan.
This is the Icon Slayer?
I see. The commotion is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Oxidens.
Well, that is the idea.
A bold strategy, but to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castrum Oxidens. Tell them the Lominsons are coming.
And they'll flip off. Yeah, they like to flip each other off, we know. Yeah, you're just gonna run by and you're not gonna backstab us?
15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsiar set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as ever it did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered will all be set with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people have enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known, and he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. I'm sure the people at Alamigo would beg to differ. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Balsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth, such his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. And so you're gonna try and do the same to me? And 7 other people? Yeah, more on that in a moment. I am not won't bear to bear my steel needlessly. But if you are deaf to reason, then bring it on. In the name of Lord Van Balsear, I, Raitaten Sarsarvina, do swear to strike you down!
So here we go. Alright. No, it was not short. However, we are now ready to take on Cape Westwind. And there is Raitaten Sarsarvina. Let's go ahead and pay him a visit, because, yeah, this is an 8-person battle. This is the first time in the context of the game that you are fighting as a team of 8. Which means you need to bring everything you have to the table, and then some, in order to bring down Raitaten Sarsarvina. Yeah, there's nothing you have to get through in order to get to him. You just fight him, and that's it. If you're good enough, and if you're powerful enough, you'll be able to bring him down in a hurry, because he's not all that hard. Oops, wrong button. Well, since I've got that at my disposal, yeah, let's really bring the hurt. Yeah, bring it on, Raitaten. We hardly know anything of you, but nonetheless, we are going to lay waste to you. Ooh, tandems! Jump move, I love it! Oh, that's Broseph, my fellow Dragoon, with the assist. Oh, he's facing me! Okay. I thought he was facing the other direction. Okay, he can't make up his mind, apparently. Alright, back on it. Back on it and resume course. Yeah, we've already gone to halfway. That's pretty cool. Is it up to us to assist in the destruction of the bad guys? Well, we'll soon find out. Because, yeah, there are reinforcements now on the field. Ready Magitech missiles. Uh-oh. Let's hope we can stop him. Reinsert my own status ailments. Yeah, we're just burning through this HP. Even the reinforcements are posing no challenge whatsoever. Whoa! Okay, yeah, he just got serious. Yeah, I think we'll back away for a while. Yeah, he finally takes, when he's down to his last HP, what he's got left, he decides to let out a devastating attack. But yeah, we've almost got him here. Yeah, they really should have made this a 4-person battle instead of an 8-person battle, because it would be a lot more challenging if that was the case. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and seal the deal. Or maybe I shouldn't. Oh! Oh, I held on barely again! Ah, I so want to deliver the finishing strike, and I can't. But now I will. Limit break! Oh, not even required. Yeah, I really wanted to deliver the limit break before he did that move again. But we got him. Sorry, Raitaten. Yeah, breathe hard. Yeah, it's the first game challenge in the game where you need 8 people instead of 4.
Forgive me, I have failed you. Lord Van Balsear!
Ah, Raitaten, we hardly knew ye, other than the fact that you're just like Gabranth from Final Fantasy XII. But with that, victory is ours. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, it's just that easy. It's not that much of a challenge at all. Yeah, and I'm the only one left, but hey, whatever. Yeah, there's the victory fanfare. So, let's get on out of here. And I got 2 commendations. Sweet. 2 commendations for my efforts. Yeah, I really wanted right at the very end to use the limit break, but couldn't quite get it in time. And I'm going to be finding myself stuck in the midst of a fate, so we better make our point to move out of the way before we get annihilated. But first, the cutscene.
That light!
The Magitech transporter! Edie, are you there? What news of Retartan? Fallen? That's what we wanted to hear. With this deed you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. And the light goes out. Yeah, the Prefactus's light goes out. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Retartan Sasavina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. And cheers from everyone in attendance, knowing that we did what had to be done. This is Edie. 'Tis I. It seems you've done it again, Edie. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum and destroying the ultimate weapon. I know, no rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now, stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Alright. Now that we know what we're up against, well, we already knew what we were up against. We've already taken them out. However, hi there, La Habrea. Look, Hydaelyn, your minion comes bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Yeah, obviously we have very differing opinions on who the one true God is. Evil laughter ensues, and away he goes. But yeah, our path to victory is now, we have firmly established our feet upon it, and are now moving along it. So, let's see if we actually have to go into the Fate, or if we're just going to go and speak to the man in charge. No, we're going over to where Castrum Meridianum is, as Gaius, Livia, and Nero get the bad news. As he reads it off to them, that Retartan is slain. The Prefactus slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Retartan! Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath? If it should prove they both questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Yeah, so Darth Vader, what say you now? Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. Now what do we do? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I've heard enough of you, get out of here. So what do you do, Darth Vader? So this is their answer. And so how do you respond? Very well, we shall crush them as we crush the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yeah, take a knee. Yeah, yes, my lord. So with the Gabranth wannabe now gone, yeah, if you've ever played Final Fantasy XII, Retartan and Gabranth, as far as their characters were developed, they're very similar. Both were in lands that were laid siege to by an empire. They became part of the forces that were involved with those respective empires, and both laid claim to loyalty to them. So, perhaps it is not really that much of a surprise that they both end up dead. Even though they were in both difficult situations, they chose to show their loyalty to the empires that laid siege to their lands, and never questioned it for a moment. Unfortunately, it proved to be their downfall. So, let's go over back to the Allied Communications Officer to give him the good news. Officer? Scion SS, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Orcon has entered its second phase even as we speak. The Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Orien. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. So, along with the experience, which we don't need, since this was a 49, we also get Gil plus choice of armor. Not necessarily anything I can really use. So, we shall take 4,000 Gil for our efforts. And since we're at it, we might as well just proceed to speak with the communications officer and find out where we need to go next. So let's take his 49 challenge entitled A Hero in Need. The Allied Communications Officer has a task that can only be performed by a hero of the Alliance. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Gallian forces upon Valbrand and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The Immortal Flames shall strike a Castrum Meridianum by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Gallians are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum in northern Thanalin, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. And so, yeah, that is exactly what we will be doing, but we will be taking care of that next time, as we are well and truly on our way to completing this game. So, we now know that the first phase of Operation Archon has been completed with the slaying of Raitata and Sarvina, and now it's up to us to rally the troops in northern Thanlin, where Castrum Meridianum is located. And so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will move on to northern Thanlin to help to rally the troops in preparation for our next assault. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.